If you're chasing views in order to make a living on YouTube, you're playing the wrong game. Obviously, you need some views, but you don't need to have millions of views. When I first started scrolling and learning about YouTube, I saw these creators, every single video was getting at least 200,000 views, and a lot of them were getting 1 million views per video. And I assumed that these people would make a killing. They were making so much money, it would be insane. And I was watching these videos, but eventually there was this creator that was being honest. He did have 1 million subscribers, more than 1 million subscribers in fact, sharing his life. And he said that he was heading to work because YouTube wasn't paying the bills. And keep in mind, this person was getting millions of views. It wasn't a dying channel. He was making a ton of views, or he was generating a ton of views, generating a ton of comments, but he wasn't making a living off it. And then I started looking and doing more research on these people that were making money. And I realized that some people had 1,000 subscribers, less than 1,000 subscribers, 500 subscribers, 100 subscribers, and they were generating 10, 30, 50, $100,000 a month. So what makes the difference between somebody that's getting millions and millions of views and not making enough to live on, and another person that gets 100 subscribers and is making a killing? I mean, $10,000 a month is a lot more than some other people that you might think. And when you see a channel that has 100 subscribers, you're obviously thinking, like, there's no way this person is making a living because he only has 100 subscribers. His views aren't really high. Maybe he gets 100 views per video, maybe even less, 50 views per video, yet he's making $10,000 a month. So there's a clear difference. As the very first person that's getting a lot of views and a lot of subscribers is somebody that entertains people. He's sharing his life, sharing his family life, going to work, etc. But really, it's something that's entertaining to watch. If you're into this person, it's entertaining to watch. You watch his life, and maybe it's exciting to you, or you relate to it in some way. But this person that has 100 subscribers is way more relatable, for one, because he's not somebody that's giant. But the most important part is he's teaching something or sharing his journey towards learning something. Just like me, I'm sharing my journey to growing on YouTube and building a business on YouTube. And you can watch every single one of my videos, and I share my tips and tricks. Every time I learn something, I'll share it. Even every time I learn a skill or a new belief or something that I want to improve upon, I'll share it so that you can hopefully, or I'll be able to help somebody somewhere do the same thing. And that's the clear difference. The person that has 100 subscribers and is making a killing, he's sharing his journey, or maybe he's already got a skill, he's an expert at that skill, and he's helping people. And some people want to learn that from him. He's not, if he has 100 subscribers and he's talking about, like me, YouTube, then he's able to sell some coaching course, for example, where people that have 0 subscribers, that have never started a channel, that are anxious to start, that don't really know how to choose their niche, they'll benefit a lot learning from somebody that has 100 subscribers, because they've gone through that. They've pushed through the initial phase of getting 0 views, because obviously they need at least 100 views to get 100 subscribers, and to be honest, a lot more than that. So that's the reason why they're relatable. And if that person eventually reaches 100,000, 1 million subscribers, you'll be able to show or to learn from their journey, and to get you 1 million subscribers, they'll obviously have to learn a lot more skills. And if they stay in their lane of teaching people and learning tips and tricks, they'll be able to sell a lot more. So when that person does reach 1 million subscribers, he'll make a lot more money than that other person who's still working at a day job, because he has nothing to sell. There's nothing you can sell if you're just sharing your family life, or very little that you can. But if you're sharing how to be a good parent, for example, that's a lot different, because you're sharing your family life, people connect to you, but you're also helping people in a specific subject. And that's something that's going to help people. But that person wasn't doing that. And a lot of people are under the poverty level. Content creators that are getting paid, most of them are under the poverty level. But there's a reason why. It's because most subscribers are like that person A, and not many are like that person B. That's because they're chasing views. They're getting as many views as possible. So many views. That's the way to free them. And so you hustle harder and harder and harder, but yet you're making less money than that other person who isn't hustling very hard, to be honest, most of the time, and yet they're making a lot more money. So make sure that you stay in a lane where you're able to help people in a specific way. It doesn't matter what way you're going to help people, but you need to help them in a specific way. That's the way that you're going to earn your freedom on YouTube. And on top of that, enjoy it a lot more, because you won't be anxious that if you don't reach 100,000 views per video, then you're probably not going to be able to pay your bills. Instead, you can have a video that has 100 views, and yet you're able to help a lot more people. You'll have clients, more clients than you can believe that you would have if you if you started something different where you were just chasing views. So don't chase views, instead chase helping people, chase making an impact, chase being helpful to other people. That's the way you're going to succeed. And success on YouTube is not tied to the number of subscribers or views you get, but rather the quality of subscribers and views that you do get. So let me know, what are your thoughts on that? Are you more interested in getting views or building a business and helping people? That's what I want to learn from you. And I think there's some things that the algorithm is also very good at, and that's sharing to the right people, and also telling people what, or showing to viewers what videos that you should watch. And YouTube thinks that you should watch that video,